Yesterday was the All-Star race, today is the regular race here at Rockingham. And no surprise, it is the All-Star winner who starts out in front, Levante Martin. We are underway here. Are we going to see a big wreck right away? Already the 4-team of Debatali's already scraped herself into the wall. Coming on the back straightaway, how's that going to work out? The 57 of Harold is over. Debatali saves it, but a huge wreck. Horrible for Blaine Harrell. A lot of drivers got himself in that involved already. Hopkins is out, but it was mainly the 57 of Harrell who got the worst of it. Goodness me, what a horrible wreck. Safe to say that Harrell was pretty down. A lot of drivers were coming in to repair damage. But now we're on lap 2, and Levante Martin has launched his way out there. Is there going to be another wreck? There are some cars trying to still avoid the first one. LeBlanc is out there. The 60 of Fontaine is absolutely done. More cars are coming into the pits here. This has just been a very ugly start. Huckleberry's out. Davenport is out. Opsel's out. Very ugly start to this race. And it all started from Kasim Dematale scraping herself into the wall. As for the cars that are still in it, still realistically in this race, we will find the 70 of Levante Martin, who is right there. Followed by Zach Johnson and the 11 of George Jordan. Followed by Brown and Morrison Jr. Looks like Kurt Guy is the last car that didn't get directly involved in that mess. Lap 10 now. The 70 of Martin has got some lap traffic to work with, but the 11 of George Jordan is doing a really good job of keeping up with Martin, at least for now. He currently has the fastest lap bonus as well. If George Jordan gets in the top 10, that will lead the 71 of JT Boyd with being the only driver in the series to not get a top 10 so far this season. The defending champion of Zach Johnson has picked up back his form a little bit. He's nowhere near the top 10 yet, but he could really use a win if he wants to make a late comeback. A lot of lap traffic to deal with. The 40 of Jeremy Connell's the first obstacle. The 71 of JT Boyd is now the obstacle Martin has to deal with. We're going into turn 1. It's very hard to tell which cars are on the lead lap and which cars aren't. That's just because of how big those wrecks were. The last car on the lead lap is the 77 of Nick Roden. There he is, if we can get to him. There he is. That is the last car on the lead lap at the moment. Actually, no, the last car is Kyle Lamarty. But he could become a lap car in a second. Look at how much damage the 77 has. Let's get back up front. Some pretty good action going on here. There's a very good battle for second between the 52, the 88, and the 11, all battling for that second spot. But meanwhile, this race has been absolutely dominated by the All-Star winner of Levante Martin. We're going to see some cars coming into pit now. Here's the 88 of Brown leaving the first squad. It's really just Levante Martin versus Zach Johnson because they are so far ahead of the rest of the pack. You can see that Martin is already exactly 3 seconds ahead. He is usually slower coming out the pits, though. We will see him come in right now. I don't think he's got intentions of fixing that right side of his car. And here comes Johnson as well. Everybody's got to have pitted by now. And yep, you can see the 7 of Edgewater and the 23 of Bolio Brown are in. Oh, and Martin had to make a move there to avoid the 1 of Stockton. Let's see if that will significantly hurt his pitting effects or not. Martin is coming up, coming into a stall. Johnson's coming to his as well. And now it's just a fight for who can get out of the stall first. Johnson is already in his stall. Martin gets his. All 4 tires for both of them. Remember, it's Martin who is still the lead car, at least for the time being. But it's Zach Johnson going to get his way out of there. You can see Johnson just got out of his stall. Martin is leaving his now, but it looks like Johnson's going to beat him to the line. Martin does beat him to the line, but this isn't caution flag pit stop. Martin is out of there. The 59 of Crowley is a lapped car. 10 laps to go. Zach Johnson currently has the lead, but Levante Martin is right on him. The 88 of Brown is not that far behind either. Can he make a late run? And now the 55 of Barney LeBlanc is out of there. He blew his motor, probably from some previous damage. He's definitely going to have to come in. Rockingham has just been brutal today. It wasn't this bad in the All-Star race, but with the roster being almost double as much, it's very expected. These cars are very loose through the turns as well. This is a very high-skilled track. Is Martin going to make the move on Johnson here? Martin to the inside. It looks like that's going to be the move. They're side by side to the line. Here at lap 28, is Martin going to be clear coming into turn 1, or is Johnson still going to hold on? They're still side by side. Johnson still slightly has the lead. And now they're going to come down the back straightaway where Martin has the momentum, but he is clear of the 52. Oh no, not yet. The 52's found more grip on the outside lane. Is it going to be clear now? Not quite. There we go. Now Martin is clear. He should be able to just pull away from Johnson. The 88 of Brown is having a very good performance in that 88 car. The 8 of LGD is a lap car. The next car on the lead lap is the 10 versus the 1 of Morrison Jr. and Stockton. The 11 right behind Stockton is another lead lap car. The top 5 is probably going to stay the way it is. Dematale is also lapped. We only have 12 cars on the lead lap, and Lamarty's the only car on there. That's just a perspective of how brutal this Rockingham race has been. The 70 is clear of most traffic. Doesn't have any empty ground to worry about. It's going to be 5 laps to go this time around. The fastest lap bonus, no surprise, also goes to Martin, but just by 3/1000ths of a second from the 11. Martin and Johnson still has a chance if Martin makes a mistake, but I imagine Martin's not going to put as much effort into it as he did before. Look at there is a very big gap between the 88 and the 10. It's about 2.5 seconds. But can the 11 of Brown catch up to his teammate of Stockton? Or is this going to stay as the top 5? The best battle right now at the moment, there really isn't a battle because the top 5 are so far separated from each other. But in terms of paying points, the 20 of Guy is the last car in the top 10 if we can find him. There's Lamarty. There is the 20 of Guy in that JBL Chevy. He's the last car in the top 10. And the 95 is over 4 seconds behind, so it's safe to say that top 10 is sealed. The 11 is fallen further back as well, and now it's the Edgewater who's closest to getting that top 5. But it's going to be 2 laps to go this time around. What a dominating performance has been from Levante Martin. Zach Johnson is the only car in this entire race that's even come close to touching the Bidvest Bank 70. He just has 1.5 miles to go coming to the line. A very good performance from the 88 as well. It's just his second season. He can make a good playoff run if he can get some 2 more top 10s. 1 lap to go for Levante Martin. Won the All-Star race, fell back a few times, but came back to win the All-Star race. He was running mid-pack for most of the race, but this time he has been nowhere worse than second. Levante Martin will sweep Rockingham in dominating fashion. Great performance from the 70. As said before, Johnson was the only car that was even coming close to touching him, and Martin has proved that there is a reason why he has finished no worse than third in this series so far. Absolute monster of a driver, and he will be the second driver to get multiple wins this season. And he is already celebrating. Into the grass he goes. Oh, he busted the back of his car from that. Hopefully his team doesn't make him use that $5 million he won to fix the back of that car.